I've got to be honest, when MAINGEAR sent over their all-new MG-1 with the powerhouse combo of an RTX 5070 and Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, I was a bit skeptical. I mean, I've reviewed my fair share of gaming PCs over the years, and most of them either promise the world and deliver half of it or come loaded with so much bloatware that you spend the first week uninstalling junk you don't need. But, I've always been a believer in giving things a fair shot, so I dove in headfirst to see what this new MG-1 had to offer. If you're interested in checking out the specs and details for yourself, the link is in the description. But after a solid week of putting this machine through its paces, I've got to say, I'm genuinely impressed. This isn't just another flashy desktop with a pretty case and empty promises, it's built to perform, and it shows from the very moment you boot it up. The first thing that really stood out to me was just how quiet it runs. I've had my fair share of gaming PCs in the past that sound like a jet engine taking off, but the all-new MG-1 MK2 case does a fantastic job of keeping everything cool without turning my home office into a wind tunnel. And let me tell you, that's a big deal if you're someone who likes to game late at night or stream in a shared space. The last thing you want is to disturb others with a noisy PC, and this one delivers in that regard. Now, let's talk about performance, because that's what really matters when it comes to a gaming PC. The RTX 5070 is no slouch. It handles modern titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and Alan Wake 2 on ultra settings at 1440p without breaking a sweat. I ran a few benchmarks, and the numbers were solid, just as you'd expect from a high-end GPU like this. But what really impressed me was the Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. That 3D V-cache makes a noticeable difference in CPU-heavy games like Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. The way it handles complex tasks and multitasking is seamless, and it's a testament to the power of AMD's latest CPU tech. Load times are practically instant thanks to the 2TB NVMe SSD, and with 32GB of DDR5 RAM, you've got all the memory you need for heavy multitasking. I had Chrome running with 20 tabs, Discord, OBS, and a game in the background, and the system never once stuttered or showed any signs of slowing down. The build quality of the MG-1 is another major highlight. The MG-1 MK2 case is sleek and sturdy, with a clean front panel that looks professional and doesn't have that over-the-top gaming aesthetic that can be a bit too much for some people. Inside, everything is neatly organized, and the cable management is top-notch. No messy wires hanging around, making upgrades or cleaning a lot easier down the line. Plus, MAINGEAR stress tests every system before it ships, so you're not getting a half-baked machine that might fail after a few months. That kind of attention to detail and commitment to quality is hard to find, especially in the world of pre-built gaming PCs. One thing I really appreciate about the MG-1 is the lack of bloatware. Too many pre-built PCs come loaded with trial software, unnecessary apps, and all kinds of junk you don't need. This one boots up clean, with just the essentials installed. That's a small thing, but it makes a big difference in usability. You're not wasting your time uninstalling stuff you don't want, you can just dive right in and start using your PC. It's a refreshing change of pace, and it's clear that MAINGEAR put thought into the user experience here. Now, no PC is perfect, and this one has a couple of minor quirks. The RGB lighting is nice, but it's not as customizable as some enthusiasts might like. If you're the type who wants full control over every LED, you might want to look into third-party software to get the level of customization you're looking for. Also, while the case is great for airflow, it's not the easiest to open if you're planning on upgrading components yourself. You'll need a screwdriver, and the side panel isn't toolless like some other cases on the market. But these are minor complaints in what is otherwise a very well-designed and well-built machine. In terms of everyday use, I found the MG-1 to be a joy. Whether I'm working, streaming, or just browsing the web, it's handled everything I've thrown at it with ease. The quiet operation and lack of bloatware make it a pleasure to use, and the performance is top-notch. I've also been impressed with how well it handles demanding tasks like video editing and 3D modeling. In conclusion, the MAINGEAR MG-1 is a top-notch gaming PC that delivers on its promises. With its powerful hardware, quiet operation, and clean design, It's a great choice for anyone looking for a high-performance machine. You can find the link to check it out for yourself.